So you were divorced. Now what? Whether it's been days, weeks, months, or even years, you can't go from married to single without some bumps along the way. And that's okay and to be expected. But what if we could navigate the stages of becoming unyoked and get to our best self faster? Listen in to this episode snippet from the UnYoked podcast. On the UnYoked podcast, we create a safe place for Christians to talk about the milestones post-divorce amongst ourselves, why we navigate the decisions and ripple effects of divorce and becoming single again. So whether you're months out of your divorce or years down the road and on your way to singleness, you will find advice and community that helps you stabilize yourself and find your single legs and become a better 2.0 version of you. And you can begin your unyoked living. Hello, I'm Todd, and I've never heard a podcast like this before, but I wish I had. I built what I wish I never had to use or even listen to. But after navigating a painful dissolving of a 19-year marriage and the post-divorce unraveling of my life, I searched for real talk from real people who walk the walk well. And you know what? Where's the playbook for the journey through the valley of divorce? Where is it? What I wanted, what I needed was real talk from real people who knew about and empathized with the pain and the challenges that I was having to go through and having to navigate, right? Those who haven't gone through it really just have a limited idea of the experience and therefore limited advice. Listen, I was one of you. When I heard somebody was getting a divorce, I used to think, that's horrible. Somebody must have deserved it. Somebody's, the other person's better off. Too bad for their kids, but it's sad. I'm sure they'll both be happier down the road. And then I just sort of went about my business. I just never really walked in those shoes until I had to do it. I never really deep dove into the details of divorce, much less navigating it as a believer, as a Christian. So while attempting to save my marriage, and after I signed my divorce papers, I consumed tons of podcasts and books and had multiple conversations, listened to tons of sermons. And most of them just left a giant chasm between my needs, my feelings, my frustration, and then the marriage and the divorce advice I was offered. I believe that. I want to walk beside those of you who are hurting and you haven't found a buoy worth grabbing onto that takes your journey into consideration, that acknowledge that the struggles of a Christian navigating a life-changing event is tough. A good friend once told me something, it was really good. There's going to be a while after you come out of that fetal position that you're going to feel divorced. You come out of the fetal position, you walk around, you feel divorced. He goes, then your next milestone is you're going to walk around, you're going to feel single. And then one day it's going to click, if you will. It's never that fast, but you just realize, I start to feel like myself again. And each one of these phases have feelings, pitfalls, and opportunities. We all have varying theology and denominations. Let's power through the differences while we navigate the landmines of unyoking and gaining our new legs as single Christians. If you like this content, then subscribe for even more resources, fun, laughter, and sound advice for Christians adventuring in unyoked living. Not just divorce recovery, but for brave men and women who are growing and going and living a life on mission. Blessings.